What policies, procedures, templates and reports will ISO systems need? Welcome! This is the Oxford Quality Centre's short summary on the various components and building blocks that go into making an ISO business management system. While every organisation is different in its own way, there are a range of common features that already exist. The systems required by the ISO standards use what is can from the existing operational documentation and approaches, but imposes a structure that may be different to what previously existed. All organisations will have policies, whether formally written or just tacitly accepted, relating to how the organisation should operate. Similarly, all organisations will have procedures, whether or not actually written down, detailing how each task should be carried out. Reports will have existing formats and templates and periodicity. It's likely that much of the existing setup can be incorporated into the ISO system, but there will be additional areas of change and creation to ensure all bases are covered. The ISO systems require that the logic flow, from the policies through the objectives to achieve the targets, is clear and conforms with the procedures as written. This will drive the ISO system requirement that the systems installed be continually improved over time. Wherever possible, the existing organisational procedures should be used so long as they meet the ISO standards requirements. This reduces the level of change apparent to the operators of the system, and thus the resistance to change should also be reduced, helping the organisation roll out the system more effectively. A common area would be the order-taking procedure, as this will likely be specific to the organisation and consequently likely to be unchanged by the standard. Some of the organisation's existing procedures may match the requirements of the organisation, but not the requirements of the standard it's seeking to attain. Here, there will need to be changes made to the procedures so that it preserves the sections that meet the needs of the organisation and includes those other areas to meet the needs of the standard. Here, a common procedure requiring update might be for the controlled changes to formal documentation. It's likely that there would have been controls here, but perhaps not sufficient for the standard's requirements. In some instances, the organisation may not have the procedures to meet all the requirements of the standards. This is quite common in some specific areas, such as internal audit and management reviews. In this instance, they'll need to be created from scratch. Wherever data is recorded and or summarised for others, the process of collating the data, tracking it and summarising it in the appropriate format for the appropriate audience to optimally utilise it to improve the operations will need to be formalised and controlled. This ensures there is consistency in the production of reports, both in format and field definitions as in data assessment and control, so that decisions made on the basis of such reports are based on real information and not distorted representations reflecting inappropriate data handling. This in turn means that each decision so made can build on previous ones to move the organisation forward, as opposed to having to address the constant movement in the data that does not allow the true position to be understood or acted upon. If you want to know anything more about the components needed for an ISO standard, please contact the Oxford Quality Centre as shown here. We hope this has proven a useful summary and look forward to hearing from you.